Do you ever feel stuck in the same cycles of behavior and thought? Do you ever find yourself repeating the same mistakes or falling into the same traps despite your best intentions? It's a common human experience, this sense of being trapped by our own patterns. But what if I told you there's a way to break free? Today we're going to talk about pattern hunting, a method of self-discovery that allows us to identify and understand these repetitive cycles. By shining a light on these hidden patterns, we can begin to understand their origins, their impact, and ultimately how to transcend them. Let's start by identifying a specific problem or challenge that you face repeatedly. It could be anything from procrastination to relationship conflicts, from anxiety to creative blocks. Close your eyes, take a deep breath, and try to bring a specific instance of this problem to mind. Now, do this 2 more times. Recall 3 distinct situations where this problem arose. Remember the details, the emotions, the specific circumstances surrounding each event. The more vividly you can recall these experiences, the more effectively you'll be able to analyze the underlying pattern. And what you know Now, let's compare these 3 situations. What similarities do you notice? Are there common triggers that set the pattern in motion? Are there recurring thoughts, feelings, or behaviors that define the pattern itself? Perhaps you notice that you tend to procrastinate when facing tasks that evoke feelings of inadequacy. Or perhaps you find yourself drawn into conflicts with loved ones when your need for control isn't met. The key here is to identify the common threads that bind these seemingly disparate situations together. Now that you've identified the common elements, it's time to analyze the pattern itself. What does this pattern mean? What does it reveal about your underlying beliefs, values, or motivations? Perhaps your procrastination stems from a deep-seated fear of failure, a belief that you're not good enough. Or perhaps your conflict-seeking behavior is driven by a need for order and predictability, a deep-seated anxiety about chaos and uncertainty. By digging deeper into the meaning of the pattern, you begin to understand its origins and its impact on your life. Now, let's take this analysis a step further. Can you identify other areas of your life where this pattern might be playing out? Think about your relationships, your work, your creative pursuits, your interactions with the world around you. Can you see traces of this pattern in these other domains? Perhaps your fear of failure manifests as a reluctance to take risks in your career, or perhaps your need for control leads to rigidity in your creative pursuits. By broadening the context, you gain a deeper understanding of the pervasiveness of this pattern in your life. Now that you've broadened the context, it's time to revisit your analysis of the pattern. Does the meaning or implication of the pattern change when you consider its broader manifestations? Does this new understanding shed light on other aspects of your personality or behavior? Perhaps you realize that your fear of failure is not limited to specific tasks, but reflects a broader insecurity about your place in the world. Or perhaps you discover that your need for control stems from a traumatic experience that left you craving stability and order. This final step is perhaps the most important. Take some time to reflect deeply on what you've discovered. What is the emotional and personal significance of this pattern in your life? How has it shaped your experiences, your relationships, your sense of self? This is a process of self-discovery, a journey into the depths of your own psyche. It's not always easy or comfortable, but it's essential for personal growth and transformation. By facing these patterns head-on, by understanding their origins and their impact, we can begin to break free from their grip and create a more fulfilling and meaningful life. Today, we've embarked on a journey of self-discovery, a quest to uncover the hidden patterns that shape our thoughts, feelings, and behaviors. It's a journey that requires courage, honesty, and a willingness to confront the darker corners of our own psyche. But it's a journey that's ultimately worth taking, because by understanding our own patterns, we gain the power to transcend them. Knowing yourself is half the battle. Keep exploring, keep understanding. The path to self-improvement is a lifelong journey, and every step you take brings you closer to your full potential.